Hi guys, today I'm going to review the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Foundation for you guys, and I found this at Target for $11, and my color is Nude Beige. And what it says on the packaging, it says transform liquid to powder for the perfect bare skin. And to apply it, you need to shake it well. For best makeup results, pour just a few drops onto fingers and apply directly onto the skin. Now, this is a very liquidy foundation. If you were to put it on the back of your hand, it would just drip off. It's almost like water. So I'll shake it so you guys can hear it. I don't know if you can hear how liquidy it is. And it says to apply a few drops, and you're gonna need more than a few drops. I pour it on the back of my hand, and I poured it maybe twice. And I'll just pour a little bit so you guys can see how liquidy it is. So I pour just a small amount, and then I'll just show you how, see that, how it's just running down my hand. So it's a very liquidy foundation. You need to be very careful when you're applying it because it can get really messy if you're not prepared for it. So it comes with 0.9 fluid ounces, and I usually apply it with my Real Techniques buffing brush, and this is how I like to apply it because it just goes on very smooth. It feels like you're not even putting anything on your skin. It's not heavy, and then of course when it dries, it's nice and smooth, so it's not sticky at all. It says it's not recommended for use with a sponge or brush, but when I apply it with this brush, well, I did one side of my face with the brush and then one side of my face with my fingers, and I didn't see a difference in the way it went on or how much I used. So I don't, I think it's fine just to use it with the buffing brush with this one. It goes on really soft, really light, and I would say that the coverage is about medium coverage. It's not very heavy coverage, but it's also buildable. So if you need a little bit of more coverage, you can always go and do it like a stippling motion, and that's why I like using the brush, because on some areas where I need a little bit more coverage, like around the nose, I'll do a stippling type of motion, and then also on the eye area I do like a stippling to get a little bit more coverage than the rest of my face. This also has some sunscreen on it. It has SPF 18, so it's good if you want some sun protection. I would not recommend this to people with very dry skin because it's just going to emphasize all the dry areas. Me personally, I have oily skin, so for me it's okay, but I don't really like that it doesn't give you a dewy finish. It's a matte finish because it's powder, and personally I like more of a dewy finish to the skin. So I would only wear this, me personally, I would only wear this in the summer when it's super hot and you get super sweaty, and because it does last a really long time as far as longevity and the way it looks and it holds up. So I would only wear this in the summer. I wouldn't wear this in the winter because I like a dewy finish. If you like your skin to look matte, you don't like any shine whatsoever, then you would love this foundation because it makes your skin really matte. It looks like powder. So if you like that type of look and you don't like to look shiny whatsoever, then that would probably be a good foundation for you. Me personally, I'm only going to use this during the summer because it doesn't make my skin as oily or as shiny as it normally would be. And I've used it with a primer and no primer. With no primer, it held up pretty well. I did get a little bit oily in the T-zone throughout the day. I'd say about 5 hours into wearing this, I got oily skin, but it wasn't nothing too bad. It actually looked good. To me it did, because I like that dewy skin look. And then when I used a primer, I used this primer by Pixi, which is the Flawless and Poreless, and this is water resistant. When I used this, it lasted all day without getting shiny. So if you wanted to stay matte, use a primer. If you don't mind a little bit of shine coming through, then it's good enough just to apply. So overall, I would say that I give this foundation a 3 stars, which is, I like it. I'm using the Netflix rating system here. I give it 3 stars. I like it. I would only use this in the summer. This is not a foundation that I would use throughout the year. And the only thing that I don't like about it is that it gives me a powder finish, which I like more of a dewy finish, but I don't mind during the summer because obviously you get oily and the oils kind of mix with the powder. It kind of keeps it at bay, so only summer. So I hope you guys found this review helpful. If you guys have any more questions about the foundation, then leave them in the comments below. And a little side note is I plan on doing a Q&A video, and I've asked all my followers on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram if they had any questions for me that I would answer them, and I totally forgot about all my YouTube subscribers. So if you guys have any questions, then feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will do a separate video and answer them for you guys, because I already did a video with all the questions that I got from Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But in the end it does work out because I could separate them in 2 separate videos and it won't be so long. So if you guys have any questions, then just feel free to leave me the questions in the comments, and I will answer them for you in a video. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.